At this time, Specialist Stone is presenting a bouquet of red roses to Kim Haya, thanking her for all her support and devotion to the soldiers and families of the 7227. Red roses signify bonds of loyalty and affection between the soldiers and families. These roses also signify our sorrow at their departure from the 7227 and will be remembered in this. At this time, Specialist Martinez is presenting a bouquet of yellow roses to Kelsey Hyder, welcoming her to the 7227 and Sioux. Yellow is the color of new beginnings and symbolizes her arrival to the unit. As these rosebuds blossom, as will her relationship with the soldiers and their families. The official party consists of 7455 Moru Commander Colonel John Lee, the outgoing Commander Colonel David Kayak, and the incoming Commander Lieutenant Colonel Ashley Hyder. The change of command is a simple event steeped with a tradition that is rich with symbolism and heritage. Key to the ceremony is the passing of the guidon. The guidon not only represents the lineage and honors of the unit, but also the loyalty and unity of the soldiers. The guidon is the commander's symbol of authority representing the responsibilities of the organization. Wherever the commander is, there is also the guidon. The custodian of the guidon is the unit first sergeant, as the senior enlisted soldier in the unit and principal advisor to the commander. First Sergeant Hay passes the guidon to Colonel Kayak for the last time. Colonel Kayak then passes the guidon to Colonel Lee, signifying the completion of his time as commander and relinquishing his responsibilities and authority. Colonel Lee passes the guidon to Lieutenant Colonel Hyder, entrusting him with the same responsibilities of the authority of the 7227, 7384th. And Lieutenant Colonel Hyder passes the guidon to First Sergeant Hay for safekeeping and symbolizes dedication to the 7227 and 7384th and the care of the unit. By authority of paragraph 2.5 alpha, Army Regulation 600-20, the undersigned assumes command of the 7227 and 7384th Blood Division, effective 6 April 2024. Signed, Ashley Heibel, Lieutenant Colonel, Army Nursing Corps, commanding. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of the 7455, Colonel John Lee.
Good morning, 7227 and guests. I appreciate everyone coming out to this event. First off, I'd like to thank Colonel Kayak for his leadership and dedication and command at 7227 for the last couple of years here. To his family, thank you for supporting him, because no commander can be successful without their family. I'm sure you will attest. And wish you well in your next assignment. Colonel Hyder, welcome. I know you'll carry the mantle Colonel Kayak did while he was here, and I know you're going to need the support of your family. So thank you to your family ahead of time, because there's going to be a lot of hours and dedication to this job that he will lead his family and you guys to support, and I know you will be successful.
Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Dave Kayak.
So, Rear Admiral Spadaro told me the best outgoing command speech is the first thank the commander for giving me the opportunity. Thank my family for supporting me doing this, and then to thank you, the 1% that wear our nation's cloth and feathers. With that, welcome to the unit. Welcome to the unit. You'll love it. You guys have a great one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of the 7227th and 7384th, Lieutenant Colonel Ashley Hyder.
Alright, so I apologize. I'll try not to keep you guys standing here too long. I do write things down, because if not, then I start babbling and I don't do most of it. So I appreciate you setting me up like that. So good morning, welcome all. I would like to start off by thanking Colonel Lee for his confidence in my ability to further lead the 7227. I should just let everyone know and tell you a little bit of my background. As you know, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Heibel. I go by Ash, but you can call me Ashley as well. I was actually born here in Columbia, Missouri, and raised in a little town north of here, Hallsville, Missouri. I currently live in Franklin, Minnesota, so I have a little bit of a commute. I once belonged to the 7228 here. I was an enlisted soldier, and I actually started my military career in the Kirksville unit, this 4207th U.S. Army Hospital at that time. Joined in 1999, and I ended up in the IRR after 6 years. And if they tell you that you can get called out of the IRR, I'm here to let you know that you can. So I got called, and I got reclassified as a civil affairs team sergeant. And so I spent a little bit of time overseas in the sun and the fun. I have spent other time in the 7212 in Rochester, Minnesota, which is another MSU, and I feel like both my experience as an enlisted and officer in prior MSUs gives me a unique perspective. And because of this, I just want you to know that I'm your biggest fan in what you all do, and I'm here to listen for any ideas that you have. Since we're on the subject of leadership, I suppose I can give you some command priorities and my philosophy. One of my mentors, Major General Tony Wright, taught me that soldiers won't remember a 6-page command philosophy. He taught me to keep instruction short and to the point, and here I am babbling on. So that it would be easier for the team to remember, and so that it'd be less likely that you fall asleep while you're standing up. So, we'll keep it short and simple. Number 1, accomplish the mission. And number 2, treat others as you would like to be treated. As Major General Wright says, if you take care of these 2 priorities, everything else will fall in step. Next, I would like us to focus on unit strength. I think this is obvious. Readiness, both medically and administratively, and primary military education. I want y'all to go to school, and I will fight for you to go to school. At this time, I'd like to thank my wife, Kelsey, for all of your support. I could not do this without you. I would like to thank my beautiful children, Emmeline, Isaiah, Abby, and Laney, who are not here. I could not do it without your sacrifice and love. And to my parents, and my brothers, and their beautiful families, thank you for being here today to support me. Last but not least, I would like to thank you and Kim for laying the foundation for myself and my family to land firmly here at the 7227 Naval Base. And from this point forward, all policies and command policies remain in effect.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the Army Song.
Free, down the way.
Thank you for attending. Colonel Payak and his family will remain in the area for farewells. Please join us for a reception hosted by Lieutenant Colonel Ivel's parents in the drill hall. Ready the force. Ready the force.
That's the response.
Ready.